Welcome to Y'all Gaming, the only show on the internet that asks, are y'all gaming? I'm Coney, along with TK. How's it going, everybody? We're talking about some stuff today, including gaming, and today we moviesing. Y'all moviesing? Y'all
Yeah.
movies? How about
Y'all
some
watching?
movies? We're gonna
Y'all
talk about that too.
y'all
Y'all
viewing?
watching? It's kind of crazy that like video games is gaming, but
Yeah,
movies is like I guess
it's not
filming, but
movie.
that's the act of making the movie, right? Like
True.
it's not quite the same. Anyway,
Well,
happy Thursday, everybody. Or Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Y'all Gaming. We're talking about games and a movie today. TK, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm packing. I gotta go to a Brawlhalla event after this. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Cool.
And then yeah, this weekend should be cool. There's also Collision going on this weekend. So if you guys are Smashers and you want to watch some good Smash action, I think there's a decent amount of people going to that. So check that out as well. But yeah, me, I'm just I'm chilling. Life is life. I've been applying for some community manager and partnership manager jobs because I think that's like my next step in life.
Sure.
But because of the recession, probably won't happen anytime soon. But I'm gonna keep applying anyway.
Definitely. It's I was gonna say Collision this weekend actually seems more like a super major,
Yeah,
than it did before. Like it looks bigger and bigger, which is nuts. Every time I look at it, it feels bigger to me than it did before. So Collision's happening this weekend for both Melee and Ultimate. Lots of big guys in attendance, big bit players. So it's going to be really fun. I'm not going. You're not going, right?
no, I got Brawlhalla.
Oh, right. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't even like honestly, they have never really reached out to me to go to one anyway because I think they like try to use a lot of the East Coast based casters that they
Right.
don't have to like fly, and there's a lot of good casters in the Northeast area of America. So you got Max, got Rod, got Coop up there, Has. So a lot of people can just drive in. Lyric, a lot of people can just drive in and get in there. So uh, no reason for me to go. Would like to go at some point because I feel like Collision always looks fun, but just yeah, not this time.
You get not only Tri-State and like up there, but you also get New England because they could come
Yeah,
down too. So it's super valuable. Um,
yeah.
just it's a great place up there. So they've got no shortage of casters, so definitely makes sense. But I will definitely be watching from home. But it's not the topic for today. Topic for today was something TK came up with, and I assumed it had to do with what we talked about last week, or was it 2 weeks ago with Wild Hearts?
Yeah.
Because I know that was. Did you ever get that resolved or fixed, or is it still bad?
There was a patch that made it slightly better. But I'm still only getting like 40 frames per second, which is like it's a consistent 40, so like okay, but like still like come on, bro. Like
Sure.
I'm getting like I can get like 120 easy in Monster Hunter. In fact, I can actually get 256 in Monster Hunter with DLSS, which I think that they were trying to incorporate um later, like which should have been something I would have tried to incorporate now. But the
Right.
reason why our first topic is our games released too early is it's not just that game. It's like there has been a slew of I think games that came out with no real game plan after they came out,
Right.
or they came out and there was like several bugs and no one was there to like you know fix that. So Wild Hearts is the last like uh, person to do that, or I guess the company to do that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Offender is what I was going for. But you had Halo do the same thing, where Halo came out and everyone was like, "Yeah, Halo, like we're back," and then they did nothing for the content for like months, and it's just like you can't do that in this current day and age. Like
Yeah.
that's just not, you know what I mean? Like people, there's two big BRs that update every other day, like
Which is
like
crazy.
yeah, like you can't just come out and drop a game and hope the nostalgia is going to push you to the limit because there's so many other broadly advancing games at the same time that like you're just going to get left behind, and that's exactly what happened to them. Multiverses, obviously, like they came out and they had like I feel like they had like a month's worth of plans and then nothing. So
Yeah.
that wasn't it. um
They straight up just weren't ready. Like I
yeah,
don't think they knew exactly how big the launch would be. I think that's kind of the issue is like that launch was humongous.
yeah.
Bigger than they ever could have expected. And as soon as that dropped and then they just I don't know. They had a couple plans clearly, but not enough.
Yeah, and then there's games like that all the time where I feel like a lot of the games that we end up liking really early on that like just didn't get any more steam after that was for the same thing. Rumble versus I wouldn't say that was a game that released too early. I think they actually released at a good time. I think it's just like Epic is kind of like Fortnite pilled right now. So
Sure.
if it ain't Fortnite or if it's not making money even comparable to Fortnite, they're like whatever. Knockout City though, that was another game I feel like came out big
Right.
bang, didn't update, didn't really bring anything else to the table, so people just left. And, you know, like you have to continue to advance the game. And then and if we're talking about just like that part of the game, I feel like that's probably less about is the game releasing too early or are they releasing without a plan after. But then when you go even further back, you have like Cyberpunk. You
Sure.
know, that game came out, absolute terrible game at the beginning. It's great now, you know, after they spent 6 or 7 months trying to fix it. But like, how
Right.
come we didn't catch these things like in testing? Or you know what I mean? Like, how does this happen?
I feel like with the Cyberpunk example, if I remember correctly, they delayed it a couple times. Like they kept delaying it over and over and over, and eventually they're like, okay, well we got to get this out. And they came at a time, I think it was in between console generations, because they were like, all right, we don't want to put it out for PS5 because nobody's gonna have a PS5. It's really hard to find. So we'll do a PS4 version, but the PS4 is way weaker, so we do a PS4, and then that has to it has to run nice on every platform. So like the Cyberpunk thing, I I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but like I don't know. It just means that they made too many promises early because they definitely delayed so many times they couldn't do it again. Um, it's I don't know. I feel the same way about stuff like Multiverses though, where like that beta lasted an ungodly amount of time, like which should have been the time to like stuff your coffers. That's where you like
Mhm.
gather your acorns. You're like, all right, this is our 6 month roadmap. This is our 1 year roadmap. How are you launching without ranked? How are you launching without I I don't know some kind of single player that isn't
Yeah.
just like playing bots? You don't. It doesn't need to be good. Um, I just yeah. I feel like these games are launching because they want a piece of the pie early, and I
Mhm.
understand it because as time goes on, more and more people are going to saturate into like 2 or 3 games each, maybe just 1 or 2. Um, and so they want to get in early, but yeah, like you said, they need a real plan, like a year, 2 years down the line, maybe.
I just think it's interesting too that people will have like seen um things like kind of fail, you know, just and then kind of like go through the same aspect of it. Like a lot of these like platform fighters specifically will fail because they don't have any other like content outside of playing, you
The
know,
game.
versus. And then everyone has seen that and they'll be like, nah, not me though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. I'm different.
not my game though. Like
My game
it's
go
like, bro,
crazy. My
it's
game
gonna
is
happen to
fun.
you. Yeah, it's just my game fun, my game technical. Like, okay, that's the thing though. Like, you're marketing to a smaller subset of people. Like, so there are people who definitely love that level of technicality, and then, but there's like a bunch of people who do not. That's like
Right.
maybe 10% of the fan base of Smash altogether. Like, you know, you should all know that by going to literally any house party, and if someone says, "Dog, we got Smash Brothers," I promise you, none of those guys are good. I probably never went to a tournament, nothing like that. And that happens all over the place. People are just playing Smash, having a good time because there's a
Right.
bunch of stuff you can do with it. And these other games, I don't really feel like that's a lot. You know, I'm not going to a party and, yo, y'all got that Frame Makers? Like, no one's.
Framemakers is weird too because like it's founded in indie games, so no matter what, it will always be um uh, it's always going to be somewhat niche because like indie games by their very nature aren't like
Mhm.
huge things, you know. um I feel like no matter what you do with that, it's going to attract a smaller audience. um maybe the idea is like it has so many indie characters that they all sort of pool together, but I don't know. It clearly didn't quite pan out. I
Yeah.
liked Framemakers the night that I played it. I had some control issues, which apparently they fixed, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's I mean it's Smash Flash 3 basically. And like I feel like you can't sell me on that. Um but it's just another indie game where I feel like it's going to attract a lot of people who just aren't good at regular Smash and like that's fine. But like I feel like that's a weird like market to market to, because you know you're marketing to a sub market of an already existing game basically. And
Right.
it's just that's you're really like like almost all games that are not marketing to like the wide variety of gamers, I feel like is going to fail. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like or at least the wide variety of that genre. Like you're not like marketing to platform fighter players because that's barely a genre in itself outside of Smash. So
Mhm.
you're marketing to Smash players who don't like Smash, and that's just not that many people as you would probably think would it would be. So like, you know, when a new shooter comes out, you're marketing to shooters.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so even if like I may not like Call of Duty, but I might like shooters, you know? And so it's if it looks like an interesting enough shooter, then yeah, I'm probably gonna get in there. But it's just with Smash with platform fighters and stuff, it just doesn't feel like they're marketing to like the whole genre or like to gamers in general. I just feel like they're marketing to Smash players, and it's one, it's already hard to get Smash players to stop playing Smash, and then two, like more often than not, when you do get people to stop playing Smash and they play another game, it's only going to be so many people that like it ends up becoming like a try hard fest, and for people who just want to try it out, it's not fun.
I was gonna say when you said the Call of Duty thing, I was like, well, nobody's really competing with them really, but that's stupid because there are plenty of people. I mean, they're just in sort of different verticals. Like Apex is kind of it's in the same kind of run and gun, but it's a little bit more tactical, and it has it's got hero shooter stuff like abilities and has the drop stuff. Um, and then you've got stuff like Valorant or more tactile shooters or tactical shooters rather that are straight up like Siege, that are a little bit slower, really quick to kill, a little bit more considered. And it's like those are each different subsets of FPS, I guess, in the same way that platform fighters are in a subset of fighting games. But I just nobody has found the secret sauce for it.
Right.
And that's kind of concerning because like every single time you can look at the game that passed, whether it's even going all the way back to PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, it's like, all right, well, that came out and they tried to divert the formula too much. And then Icons comes out and they're like, well, they got a little bit too close. That was too similar. Then Nickelodeon comes out and it's like, well, this is kind of janky. Then Multiverses comes out and it's like, oh, it's kind of laggy. It's like there's always a reason why, but nobody has the answer. And it's kind of concerning because, like, somebody should have figured this out by now. I can't believe that we don't have a Smash alternative, really. I mean, the only one that can really sustain itself on its own, obviously Brawlhalla, if you want to call it that. But the only one that really is standing the test of time is Rivals. And even it, I mean, like, this is no shade to Rivals because, it's a great game and I'm really happy for their community, but it's not a large community.
Right.
So if that is your best case scenario, like Rivals beat Warner Brothers, right? Well, I don't know if that's true. It hasn't been long enough. Multiverses hasn't been a year, but like, damn, right? It's wacky.
Yeah. We could go on all day about this. Like, if there's always like a bunch of other factors, I do think that like one of the obviously the strongest thing, that the reason why I felt like Multiverses really had the foundation to become the next big Smash game was because you had the IP. Like, you had the IPs for this. Like, that's a really big reason why Smash is so popular, because it has all these popular IPs that, like, almost like nostalgia, basically. Like, where else can I get Mario to throw hands with Pit? Like, that's just not a thing that, like, there's not many games like that. And so, like, in the same vein, where else can I get Bugs Bunny to throw hands with Batman? Like, that's just not, but like somehow just kind of dropped the ball on that. You have one of the that's like somehow the largest fumble of all time. Like in my opinion of like gaming history, like as long as I've been a gamer, if like you were to ask me what is one of the largest fumbles you have seen, it's definitely Multiverses.
It's up there.
Yeah, like these guys won fighting game of the year and then just did nothing with it.
I have to imagine Warner Brothers just didn't give them the budget. That's all I can assume. They gave him that immediate, first round or whatever for the tournament. But what's funny is that, ironically, the game that I talked about either last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember, on Y'all Gaming. Maybe I talked about it, but it's called Pizza Tower. It came out last month. It is currently my game of the year. It is fantastic. It's so stupid. It shouldn't be. I've played a lot of good games this year already, but Pizza Tower is amazing, and I keep loading it up and playing it. The reason I'm bringing up Pizza Tower is because this game was cooking for like 5 years, 8 years maybe. This thing is a long-term passion project, and it's had like multiple builds over years and years and years. And there's a lot that was left on the cutting room floor, like things that were good but not great, and they just sort of cut it from the game.
Bro, you just like this because it's Wario, bro.
No. It's very good. It's an excellent game. Seriously, dude. It's a fantastic game.
I'm watching it. You know, I'm looking.
It's very good, dude. I would highly... I don't know if you would like it.
Yeah, I don't really do too much platforming lately, so...
Yeah, well, it's not even like a platformer. How do I explain it? Look up a P rank on YouTube, because... that's the real game. Like, you watch the game, and it's like a platform game, but the gimmick of these games is, like, you can't actually die. You get to the end, and then you break something, and then you have to run back out of the exit. So the idea is you go into the level, you break the thing, and then you leave. But the second playthrough, or after you understand the game a little bit more, the game comes about beating the level fast and while keeping combo, and that is very fun. Like,
yeah,
the higher level game is incredibly fun. And I've been, like, addicted to that. But it's like, there's so many mechanics. Every single level has, like, a different gimmick or a mechanic or something. And they all hit. And the reason that I bring this up is because, like, this game has been in development forever. There was stuff that the guy tried and he dropped. This is, I think, a 1 or 2 guy team or whatever. But it took a long time to cook. And it came out and a lot of people do like it. But...
overwhelming positive, bro. 96.19 on the Steam DB rating. That's crazy.
It's the highest rated game on Steam this year so far.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's above like Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, which a lot of people talked about, which was, you know, considered good. Trying to think of the other big games that came out this year. There were a couple, but really, it's just, for me, it's Pizza Tower. So the game is fantastic, but it had a clear vision that it started with day one, and it went all the way. Now, obviously, this is different because it's like 2 or 3 guys building a full game and not a department and a team, which has to sort of justify its existence. A developer can't keep, or I'm sorry, a publisher, like Warner Brothers can't keep player-first games on for 8 years while they make multiverses. So I'm not suggesting that, but there has to be some room for, like, okay, it's almost there. Just when do you let it go? Because it always feels right. It always feels like it's ready. I would have said Multiverse is ready too. Those characters are so unique. They're so different. They're so fun. Superman is unlike anything I've played in any game, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to harp too much on Multiverses because we keep talking about it. But
I'm gonna do it, bro.
I love the game.
Gremlins, bro. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, Gremlin. You were crazy for that one, Tony. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gremlins, bro.
I like it's always Tony.
It's always Tony. I love Tony. It has nothing to do with Tony. Gremlins. Crazy for that.
Anyway, yeah, man. So that was our first topic. We do have a second topic, which is about the movie. Before we get into that, obviously, got to talk to you guys about something great, and that is Factor Meals. I don't know if you have been watching our last few episodes, but
Yes,
Factor
sir.
has graciously sponsored us, and very much appreciate that. So this new year, you got goals, and Factor is here to help you achieve each and every one of them. Fuel up fast with ready-to-eat, nutritious meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list. And that's true because you literally pop it in the microwave for like 3 minutes, and then you eat. It's great. And then you get all this time, prep, all that. Don't have to do that. You get all those 40 minutes to the hour that you were going to spend cooking, gone. Now you get to do other things with that, hopefully something productive. But yeah, if you're too busy to cook, with Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store, skip the chopping, prepping, and clean it up too. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. All you have to do is heat and enjoy. And then get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals, enjoy fresh flavor pack delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. So if you're trying to check that out, make sure you head over to factormeals.com/y'allgaming50 and use the code y'allgaming50. That's y'allgaming50 to get 50% off of your first box. This code y'allgaming50 at factormeals.com/y'allgaming50 to get 50% off your first box.
Big ups. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring the stream. Love those meals coming hot and fresh and delivered right to your doorstep, and very easy too. So easy to do. Check it out, factormeals.com/y'allgaming50. Delicious. All right, second thing we're talking about, the Mario movie trailer, the final one just dropped. We did not see it because we were in this call, but it just ended. I'm kind of asking you guys. You guys watch the trailer? What'd you guys think? I have not watched it yet. I'm going to watch it tonight on stream along with the Capcom thing, and then we're going to do something else. But
What Capcom thing?
there's a Capcom presentation. Might be happening right now.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a Capcom, like a direct kind of, but I don't know if Capcom is like, I don't know what they had planned, so.
I think this Mario movie so far from the few trailers I see, I feel like it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's gonna be good because of Mario. Like I think I'm like way less interested
Okay.
than Mario than everybody else in this story.
Sure.
I think like I'm interested in what Bowser's like, what Luigi's like, what Toad's like. I'm like Mario's like, all right, cool, yeah. But I mean that's kind of what I feel like that's probably what I kind of feel about Mario just in general.
I was gonna say that's
like,
just Super Mario, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like you're cool, I guess, but the world is the cool part. So you know, Donkey Kong in the movie now. Like we got Peach in the movie, obviously. So I'm gonna see if they give her. Like everyone's always talking about like Peach don't have no personality. I don't know about all that, but
she's just
gonna
hopefully
they can give her a little
bro.
something.
She's gonna be so cool and kicking ass and she's not getting kidnapped, bro. There's no way she's getting kidnapped.
You sound like you didn't like that she's gonna be a girl boss.
I mean, it's fine. It's just predictable. Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like she's gonna be like fighting with. Did she fight with a staff in the trailer? I feel like I have a visual of her fighting with a staff, and there's gonna be a scene where like she looks like she's about to get kidnapped or something, and Mario's like, "I'll save you," and then she hits two Koopas in the head with the staff, and his jaw like drops or something, and he's like, "Whoa, I guess you could save her." Say, "He'll have some kind of quip." I just feel like it's gonna be a little maybe, I don't know. I feel like if it's not Peach being rescued, then she will be the one saving the day. But maybe not. I don't know.
You think she's gonna save Mario, or she's gonna save like someone that needs to be saved? Because
I think she'll save Mario.
Yeah,
in a micro sense, not like in a big like
not like Super Princess Peach.
Right, not like he's stuck in the dungeon. I think it's more like all seems doomed for our hero, and then she comes in. And oh wait, no, Luigi gets kidnapped. True, I forgot about that. Luigi does get kidnapped, so Mario and Peach do it. Okay, there we go. Whatever. Regardless, it's gonna be fine. I'm trying to decide if I want to take my daughter to see it because she loves Mario right now. She's never even seen a Mario. She watches Mario 64 because I play that sometimes. But she doesn't know new Mario. But she gets excited. She points at him and says Mario and says Wahoo, which is very cute. So I think she's like the right age. I'm like, what does Mario say? She says Wahoo. I'm like, hell yeah, he sure does.
This is your fault, bro.
Oh yes.
She's caught too many of your commentaries now.
She's literally correct. I don't know why you're so upset. Like,
it's just funny though. Like that's the. Just imagine both of y'all like she's like watching. She's watching Summit and Mario's on the screen. He gets up smash and both y'all in unison.
Yep. I'm gonna teach her every time on the up smash. Whenever I get her into Smash Bros. Maybe a year or two, but yeah. A Mario movie is gonna be fine. How'd you feel about the Sonic movie? Did you feel any kind of strong way about it, or?
I actually have not watched the second Sonic movie yet, but
really, okay.
The first one I was pleasantly surprised.
Sure.
So, I was like, all right, this movie could be absolute garbage, or it could be great, and it was funny, and Sonic was very Sonic, like he portrayed that character the way I think Sonic would be portrayed. A little more like childish, I guess, but I mean, in the setting of the movie, it makes sense.
He's supposed to be like a teenager or something, yeah.
Yeah. Because like, I mean, if you're looking at it like this is like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Sonic, like he wasn't as kidding around because like the world was about to end, so stakes are a little higher, But this time you're just fighting Robotnik. So I do want to see the second one. I actually have it like saved in my like Hulu's watch later thing, but I just haven't got a chance to sit around and do it yet. So
for sure,
probably will do that soon. But yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. I don't know if I would like. I don't think I would have went to the theaters to see it, but I am glad that I watched it.
Well, I was asking because it was like, I thought it was a fine like 7 out of 10 buddy comedy, and people were acting like it was Second Coming of Christ or whatever. And
Oh
it's
no, it
like,
wasn't that good. It
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, yeah.
It
No,
wasn't
it's
that
it's
good.
it's a very paint by numbers movie, which is fine. I'm not. It's good. That's what Sonic needed, obviously, and it was pretty faithful. And I feel like people will do the same for this if it's like pretty good. I think Illumination has a yeah, it's crack for kids. Kids love Illumination, dude. Like they love this. So this might bring on a new Mario resurgence. But it's like as long as it's decent, I think people will love it because they're so excited about it. Also, I forgot somebody in chat said the final Mario trailer might be very spoiler heavy, so just saying be warned. Listen,
I just watched it.
I'm not watching the Mario trailer for the story. I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean? I'm not that invested. Thank you though. Whoa, don't tell me Bowser's bad. He's the bad guy. I thought he would be redeemed. I just, I'm wondering what the split is going to be in the audience. Is it more like adults or kids, right? Because it's like it's a kids movie, but it's Mario, dude. So
I better see some 50-year-olds in there, bro. Like I'm, and not with their grandkids, just there, like,
just them.
Yeah,
Dressed
just
up
them.
like Mario.
You know?
Oh, that'd be cute. I kind of
That's
want to
what
go
I'm. That's
opening
what I'm
night.
trying to see.
I'm trying to go opening night just to see who shows up in cosplay. That might be fun.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, yeah, that's a good question because I think Mario definitely spans several generations now. I think he probably hits harder with our generation because, like, I was like 5-ish when I played the first Mario, like
Sure.
Super Mario Bros. Like for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and so like, yeah, Mario's just been a constant in my life since then. I'm 33 now. Like, there's several games that I've been able to play or see at least. And so like I feel like I will probably see a decent amount of people my age. But then again, there's kids with Switches that get a chance to play like Mario Kart 8 and New Super Mario Bros. And stuff like that. And maybe they're like really into those too, so they'll be able to enjoy it as well. There's probably going to be some references to some like really, really old stuff that people won't like fully get. Like I think the Mario and Donkey Kong like thing, that's for the old people because like Donkey Kong and Mario really haven't really been like hanging out like that in a while. So
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't realize it was this close. Like before this, literally right before we came on, TK was like, "When does that movie come out?" And I was like, "I think it's like May or maybe even December," because I remember it was supposed to be December last year. And then we looked it up. It's April, early April.
Yep.
It's in like 4 weeks, which is like, oh my god. Also, if you search Super Mario movie, a little coin block shows up, and you can click it and get coins. It's kind of cute. So, it's adorable.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
hold on. Endor said, by the way, when it comes to spoilers, definitely not story spoilers. You've been warned twice, but again, it's great stream. Oh no, wait, what? What could you be talking about?
What else? I mean,
what else could like, is Yoshi in it? Who's gonna show up? Sonic? Does Sonic show up? Smash Bros. Extended Universe, maybe?
That would be good.
Iron Man about to pop out of that. Oh.
Yeah, but I think genuinely, like, whenever are you gonna go see it like as soon as you can?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I go right away. Yeah.
Maybe not like on the 5th because that's just a random Wednesday. But like I will go see it that week, that weekend, something like that. I gotta go see Creed 3 first though. That's what I'm trying to go watch now.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah, but like when we do see that, we'll definitely talk about it because y'all viewing. That's what we doing. We be gaming and sometimes we be viewing. So
I'm probably gonna do it. And I'm probably gonna bring my daughter because I think that'd be cute. That'd be the first movie she saw in theaters. So that might be kind of cute. So.
What was the first movie you saw in theaters that you can remember?
That I remember?
Well, actually, the first movie that you saw in theaters that you wanted to see.
Oh, I have a funny story about that. Apparently the first movie my parents ever took me to was Land Before Time in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 1. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I was like that. What?
yeah. I was 1 year old. But the first movie I remember, so there was a movie in the 90s called Thumbelina, which is like this animated, like...
I know what that is.
Yeah, you've seen it. But I didn't want to go see Thumbelina. Thumbelina had advertised an Animaniac short before the thumbie where like they're on a road trip or something. I thought the road trip was the whole movie. So I said, Mom, I want to go see the Animaniacs thing. And she bought me a ticket for Thumbelina, We go to Thumbelina. We got in late. The Animaniacs thing was over. Thumbelina was on, and I said, Mom, I'm not watching this girl. And then we left. So I didn't actually say that I was 5. I didn't curse. But I told my mom I wanted to leave. So my mom paid like $25 for tickets, and we watched no movie. Because Thumbelina was for girls.
I think the first movie that I asked my parents to take me to was definitely Pokemon, the first movie, and I'm sure my dad hated it, but I had a great time, and I got my Mew card.
True.
It was a great time.
That's the first movie you remember?
That's the first movie I asked to go see.
Dude, that's late.
It was like I was like 9.
No, Pokemon was like. Oh no, you're right.
Pokemon, the first movie.
For some reason, I thought Pokemon came out in like 2000 or 99, but it was like 96, right?
It's Pokemon. The first movie release date was November 6, 1999.
It was 99.
Yeah, so I was 9 or 10.
You were 9 or 10. Okay.
Yeah. So like
that was
the first movie
right?
I asked to go see. I'm not saying it's the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
That
it's just
still
the first
feels
movie
old. I feel like if you're 6 or 7, you're like, Mommy, I want to go see,
Nah, bro. I was a gamer. Like I didn't want to go see. I wanted to sit in my room and play Super Nintendo.
I actually feel that. And the first movie you want to go see is a game movie. Okay.
Yep.
Right, I get it.
Yep. So
that's
but it was a good time.
I remember seeing that in theaters too, actually, like vividly. Come to think of it.
Yeah.
My whole family went. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was just me and my dad, and I'm pretty sure he hated all of it. But and I think that was probably like, well, he's like, well, did my good dad deed of the year. Like, shut the hell up and never.
Best dad ever mug. You're gonna get that. Yeah. I bet he started crying though when Pikachu cried on Ash and brought him back, bro. That got everybody.
I had to get everybody. The Pikachu crying on Ash, and the other Pikachu was slapping Pikachu, but he wasn't hitting him back.
Scene?
Just slapping him up, but he wouldn't hit him back. I was like, damn, Pikachu's real, bro. Pikachu's real ass. But anyway, that's gonna be it for y'all gaming, man. Thank y'all guys for watching. We will probably have something, I don't know, maybe something to talk about next week. It just depends on what happens this week. And if you
talk about Collision, I imagine, and probably Summit wrap up
before
we go.
True.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah. But if you have anything that you would like to say, I mean, we both have Discords. You could maybe I'll put a little y'all gaming section in there, y'all, so y'all can give me some topics. That way I don't have to look for them all the time. Then we'll talk about those. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. This will be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. So if you want to listen to it again, there it is. And then we will catch you guys on the next one. Yeah.
See you guys next time. Goodbye.